and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and we're here again today, or today here again. Either way, we're doing another episode of Off the Rip. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. To all my returning viewers, always good to see you. Welcome back. So what is an Off the Rip video for you new folks? An Off the Rip video is where I get the bottle home, I crack it open, I have the first pour, and I share the first impressions with you because you deserve it. You always deserve it. Little affirmation. So today we're going to be talking about a Hendricks gin. This is the Flora Adora. You can see right there it does come in at 43.4% alcohol by volume. Now this is from their Cabinet of Curiosities line. It's a gin with natural flavors, distilled and bottled in Scotland. So this is a Scottish gin. We always love anything, any kind of spirits and whatnot coming out of the Scotland. Infused with exciting floral banquet. Now this is my first Hendricks. I kind of wanted to have the original Hendricks at first, but this one was just, I couldn't say no because of the sale that they had with this one. I'll put that down for just a second. Lower my notes. Okay, so I do believe this bottle is regularly $40-something. I got it delivered for under $25. This was another flash sale item. And with the flash sale plus my discount and even with shipping, it was still under $25. And this is a 43.4% gin from the Cabinet of Curiosities. It doesn't really give you a whole lot of information. So Mr. Randy definitely has his work cut out for him. Let me go ahead and get this open. Let's see if we can't get a pop core on it. A cork pop. Very nice. Nice real cork. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, you made a mess. Very nice. Okay, so let's let that open for just a moment. There's no need to really get too much of a look at it. It is clear. It's about as clear as water can get. So how are you? How's it been? Things are good here. Just kind of let a little bit of time go by. So let this open up for just a moment. 43.3. So I am getting more into gin lately. We've been moving away from bourbon. We've been doing more wine videos. We've been doing more gin. We're starting to do more cocktail videos. So on the nose, it is botanical for sure. It is nowhere near. It's got some pretty decent viscosity. Look at that. Got some big fat droplets running down those legs. That's pretty nice. Good gin is always like that. Good gin's always going to have the viscosity. It's going to help carry those characters. So the botanical, it's not I want to say like light and crisp. It's not light and crisp like say what was that last one? That Roku gin, that Japanese Roku, that had a very light and crisp nose to it. This is sort of like muted, but it's still crispy, but it's not light. It's probably a little deeper, but crisp. It's got a nice nose. It does kind of, you don't really get a whole lot of ethanol up in there, even how deep you can go. I'm trying to go pretty deep, and there's not a whole lot. But let's go ahead and get it on the palate. That's kind of falling flat. It's kind of like the nose. There's something missing. It's not horrible, but I think I'm going to be able to tell why this has gone such a sale. This is a limited edition as far as I understand. I didn't see a whole lot. There's not a whole lot more I know about it than what I'm presenting to you right now. But I think I did pick up on that this was a limited run or limited edition because it is a part of their cabinet of curiosities. And apparently that's like a special line or something. I don't know. I know that there are many different expressions from the Hendricks. I know that they got their basic line, and then they have like stronger ones, and then they have like different sort of tones and whatnot. And I guess this one's is a sort of limited run. But I'll have more of that information in the full video when we get back to here, about halfway. That's a dark bottle. It is not completely black. It is very thick and it is very dark, but I don't have a bright enough light to be able to put behind it at the moment. Let's get a little more on the palate. Yeah, this is very floral, but very soft, somewhat muted, like rose water, like rose petal water, and like earthy, sort of like it kind of almost tastes like I'm drinking a garden. It tastes like I'm drinking a rose garden. Now, I didn't want to say it, but I'm going to. The pink, it's more of like a pinkish orange. And the butterflies and the flowers and all that stuff may have given you a little bit of indication of what's in the bottle. I don't like to always judge a book by its cover, but sometimes you absolutely can. Let me go ahead and get a finish on this. A little bit better on the finish, I might have to say that. A little bit better on the finish than it was on the palate. The nose was also a little bit better than the palate. So you got a pretty decent nose. You miss a step on the palate, but then you gain those steps back on the finish. Is it a redeeming factor? In my opinion, it's going to be a no, but I'm going to reserve all of my hard-lining facts and opinions for the full review. So join me back here again at that point. We're going to be halfway. Join me back here again. In the meantime, let me know in the comments what you think about gin, what you think about Hendricks, and have you tried these Flora, Adora, or other cabinets of curiosity versions? I'm sorry, I'm just letting this finish kind of linger a bit. See if there's anything else. It has a sort of lingering aftertaste, which I have yet to have experienced in a libation. I think it's just whatever materials they used in the filtering process when they make the gin. They use like the junipers and the flowers and stuff like that. They filter through that potpourri, and there's something in there. I hope it's not going to have a reaction. But there is a lingering aftertaste, which is not exactly pleasant, but it's not grossing me out, making me run to get some water. Well, as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. You have a good one.